Off with their heads. Reality and fantasy blur for a heart-wrenching retelling of Alice in Wonderland, and it's taking stage at Vancouver's Metropolitan Performing Arts.
Yeah, Alice by Heart takes place in bomb-hammered World War II London, exploring the healing power of imagination as a young Alice takes refuge in her favorite book. Joining us with a preview of the play the New York Times calls a fantastical, magical mystery tour, we have Molly Jung playing Alice, Emerson Skogan, who plays the White Rabbit, and Brenna who plays the Queen of Hearts. Good morning. Thank you all for being here.
I already saw that eye roll there from the Queen of Hearts. In character.
Oh,
in
yes.
character.
Oh, you guys look fantastic. Well, Molly, Alice, let's start with you. This is a really interesting kind of adaptation of this story. So how did you find your character in this scenario?
Well, Alice is just a teen girl. We have her placed as 16 in this, while Alfred is 17. She's had her whole world turned upside down with the start of the Blitzkrieg in London, and she's lost her family, and now she's about to lose her best friend. So you have to deal with a lot of loss. You have to understand that, have a lot of empathy towards it.
Wow.
And it was just such a fun journey trying to figure out how to portray that to an audience that has never been through that.
What an interesting take on Alice in Wonderland. With that said, Emerson, I mean, you play Alfred, the White Rabbit. What is it like to embody this character who, in your show, is facing a serious illness?
Yeah, it's really interesting. I had to do a lot of research on the illness and how it took over people during the time, especially during the time, because it was
What is the illness specifically?
It's tuberculosis.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So it's interesting finding a character suffering with this illness in this time and being able to embody it so heavily. It's really interesting. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, and so Brenna, our Queen of Hearts is very different than the Queen you may remember from the animated films. It sounds like you're not as concerned about running around painting all the roses, right? How do we find you in this story?
Yeah, so the Queen of Hearts is also played as the Red Cross nurse in the real world. So she has a lot of empathy for the sickness that Alfred does have. And so she's really trying to get Alice away from him to protect her. So she's more of a protector than an evil queen, I guess.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What is it like? I mean, this is such an interesting blend between, you have one of the most iconic fantasy stories of all time, book, movie, play, all the above, and then you're adding in this very, very real element to it. What's it been like, Molly, to blend these two genres together?
It's been really fun and interesting. Like, you never really know how a show's gonna turn out when you start it, but it's just been a beautiful story to put together. You're dealing with all this loss, you're dealing with the element of surprise and imagination, facing reality while also going through guilt and grief, and it's just, the real world is sometimes really tough, and so all we can do is delve into our imagination to help heal.
Yeah, well, and I think, you know, you've got a fantastic cast here putting this together, because this is with the Metropolitan Performing Arts organization. So in Vancouver, this is like for our young creatives who really want to do a deep dive into this world of theater and performance. And Emerson and Molly, I know you two have been performing together in this world for quite some time. Tell us about, you know, what you've kind of learned at MPA and the opportunities that this organization has given you.
Well, it's given, it's through its classes and shows that I've been a part of for a long time, almost a little more than 10 years now. I have learned so much about the theater and been able to put all of this knowledge in a world that I want to pursue for a career and make it a reality. And it's really awesome.
Yeah, that's really cool. Brenna, what's your experience been like with MPA?
I only joined MPA about 1.5 years ago, so it's not been very long, but I've had so much fun, and everyone has been so welcoming and loving, so yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, so you've got Alice by Heart, an amazing show that you can come check out on stage. What else is coming up at MPA this spring and summer?
Well, we have our traveling troupe that's going around. We're also starting our summer Shakespeare. Auditions have happened, and so they're starting rehearsals opening in July in the Southwest Washington area.
That's awesome.
We also have sign-ups open for our summer shows. So that would be Mary Poppins and Wind in the Willows.
And those are kind of
cool.
put together almost as like summer programming, summer camps, right? Yeah. So if you're looking for some fun stuff to do this summer, and you got a kiddo who wants to get on stage, great idea.
This is awesome. Thanks to all three of you for being here. Quite the talent, so
Yes.
fun, and I love this unique take on Alice in Wonderland. It's really well put together.
Break a
Appreciate
leg,
your time. Break a leg.
as they say in the
so
biz.
much.
Yes.
Yes.
That-
Thank you, guys.
Alice by Heart in town May 9th through the 25th at Metropolitan Performing Arts. Tickets between $16 and $30. You can find that link and buy those. Learn more all on KOIN.com.